Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players. This is Antitesh Ordo, and today I'm going to be doing my part 2 on what if Separatists were reworked. Of course, I feel like that is a big faction, and if they rework Separatists, they're always going to be reworking droids because they're going to be adding droids and reworking a couple of Separatist droids that we have, which is just Super Battle Droid, I believe. Oh, General Grievous and Magna Guard, so... yeah, that's, of course we still need more droid support, and during the time of a Separatist rework, I know they'll be working on the Geonosians, unless they're going to leave Geonosians as their own thing, and then eventually, their own month, and then eventually they redo Separatists with some droids, because they're obviously going to add probably not just Separatist leaders that are non-droid, but Separatist leaders, or Separatist droids themselves. So, today I'm going to be talking, this part 2 is going to be talking about droids that can be added into the game, droid ships, etc. So, let's get started. So the first droid you see on the screen, the commando droid, like we have him in the game as a background enemy, and it's called a diplomat. I don't get how it's a diplomat. It's a type of commando assassin droid. I don't know. Well, it's just one of the forums where they, guard the diplomats of the Separatist senators. But that's my idea on that. So yeah, this one could be a great, a great droid to add in the game, do something unique. Of course, not everything here I have ideas for, but hey, some I do. So, but just seeing the character in game would be great. I also forgot to mention on this list, I did not add this destroyer droid. I just thought of that, and before I started making this video, and I just went ahead to make the video. I have done a video on the destroyer droid, or the droideka. And you can look through my playlists, and you'll find, kind of my thoughts and ideas of how to make a droideka work. Probably, like when he deploys his shield, he's slower, but he's, pretty powerful. So, and he's very, tanky. I can easily see the destroyer droid being a tank and, kind of working similar. So whenever the destroyer droid taunts, he becomes slow, but his defense and some of his offense is increased. So, this is hold on, I totally am going blank on the name. I think it's actually in the details. Yeah, it's just it's called the Magna Guard fighter. But yeah, there is a Magna Guard fighter, starfighter that was used in the Clone Wars. The Magna Guards used them. We do see these in the Clone Wars movie, the 2008, I think it was Clone Wars movie. It's a great ship. We have the Magna Guard, so why do we not have the ship? I don't know, but I'm sure if they did a rework of Separatists, they'll probably add in a couple of the ships. So, and this one would be one of them. The Soulless one, General Grievous's starfighter would be another option to add into the game. As a starfighter for just the starfighter side. There's also another option is making Grievous a fleet commander and or a starfighter pilot. The reason why I say and is you could have it to where Grievous is the fleet commander, but he can't be the starfighter pilot at the same time. And that's just easily supplemented is if the invisible hand, which is, if the invisible hand is out, that means you can't select this. And then vice versa. Something like that. So you can't change, like if the starfighter was in the group, you can't go select the invisible hand. Or if you do, it automatically kicks that one out, and then it just read it out so you can't use it. So that's a couple options with General Grievous. I feel like that would be a great way to incorporate Separatists to having a fleet commander, is to actually have him be a fleet commander and a starfighter pilot. It would, work both ways. Their ships would do something unique each time. So, so the next one is Ventress' starfighter. Now, I will admit, they kind of slightly missed a couple of opportunities with the October of 2018 or 2017, which is right now, Night Sister rework, and one is adding Ventress' starfighter. They could have added this now And then later on down the road, they wouldn't have to worry about adding it, and they could have added just, they had another spot for another starfighter, like finding a way of getting a droid starfighter to work in the game, or something of that nature. Like they could eventually probably just add a battle droid pilot, the blue variant of a battle droid, and then just have him have the droid starfighter. I guess that would make sense. But yeah, going back to this ship, Ventress' starfighter would have been great to add this month. Again, I still wish they had done 3 other Night Sisters along with the 2 that I was surprised they actually added, being the zombie and soul spirit. But I still feel, again, they just missed 4 characters. Like they could be adding them this week, and then next week along with the event. The October event. So I don't know. That's my thought on it. But yeah, next week is the end of the month on Tuesday, so that's when we'll be getting Zombie and Night Sister Spirit. So look forward to that. But going back to Separatist, yeah, this would have been a great ship to add this month, but I'm sure they'll still add this one when the time comes. The next one is one of 2 options they could add in the game, or maybe both options, but a tactical droid, or a super tactical droid, which is General Kalani. I have done a video on General Kalani, and honestly, these 2, like this one is actually in the AAT tank raid, the last phase, where he's actually sitting out of the top of the tank, giving commands. And as a tactical droids are really, useful in battle. And so he would be definitely a useful option for a droid team. Probably not a leader, but, a decent support, similar to like R2's support, where if he's out, other droids get, these bonuses. But really, General Kalani, I think, would be the best part, because he can act as a leader for Separatist droids. Yes, he would have to replace HK-47. I understand that. But, well, I will say, at least if you do dark side battles or cantina battles, and there's a General Kalani, you could always throw HK in and get super massive effect. But, Mass effect, haha. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like General Kalani would be the best ideal character to add into the game. He was in Clone Wars and Star Wars Rebels. At least one episode of Star Wars Rebels. And yeah, I feel like this droid would be a great inclusion to having in a Separatist team. You get another leader, that's great, because some of the other leaders, like Ventress, for instance, probably only stay with Night Sisters unless she actually adds Separatists into the mix, which I don't know if they'll do that. But for the most part, here's another leader. He would really definitely be working with droids. Nonetheless, we'll get another actual droid leader that's a droid and not Lobot, even though Lobot still needs reworks. So yeah, that is some thoughts on at least those 2. Another option. Now, here's the last few we're going to get into. Wat Tambor, he could easily be one of the Separatist leaders that is a non-droid, even though he'll probably be considered droid because he's kind of cyborg-ish. So I could see him being a droid, just a droid, Separatist droid leader, easily. So, and then lastly, Admiral Trench, probably one of the best options for a fleet commander. And if Separatists get 2 fleet commanders, I feel it would be General Grievous and Admiral Trench as fleet commanders. Just to me, it makes more sense than having Nute Gunray, even though they probably want to do it to where Grievous is the starfighter pilot and Nute Gunray is the fleet commander. It makes sense, but at the same time, Nute Gunray would be fleet commanding a Lucrehulk, which you'll probably see little to nothing of the Lucrehulk compared to a Star Destroyer, or the Home One, or the Venator that Mace Windu pilots. So I feel like a couple of the ships like the Invisible Hand would be better to see. So that's why I'm saying Admiral Trench is a great option. I know, and this is the last of the list, but I know on the there in the Clone Wars there was also another fleet admiral or fleet commander or whatever that was a I don't want to say Trandoshan, that's the wrong word. whatever Newt Gunray's species is. I'm going blank. It's a species I don't care for. Like Hutts. I don't care for Hutts, but that's me. I'm a speciesist against Hutts. Nemoidians, that's what it is. Anyways, he was a Nemoidian and was taken down by Anakin and Ahsoka's leadership abilities. Anakin rammed his Lucre Hulk ship with a Venator, and then Ahsoka came in and mopped up the fleet with her strategy, which was kind of copied from Thrawn's books and stuff, or something like that. So, but yeah, that is, again, Admiral Trench would be a great Separatist fleet commander. Of course, they'd have to add at least 5 to 7 starfighters, find a way of adding some starfighters into the game to really make them more viable. We'll see how they do it, really, but, these are some of the characters I hope actually get added into the game. Comment in the comments below. Let me know if you guys agree with these characters, and even let me know in the comments below, do you agree with the idea of General Grievous being both a fleet commander and a starfighter pilot, and can only fill one role at a time, obviously, while in a fleet battle? But again, I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate your time, and then you have a wonderful day.